haul for you guys. This is something pretty special. Got this for $7 from Lowe's. I'm going to tell you why this is great, and this is what this is made for. Very specific. I'll tell you what I used to do before these things were invented, I guess. But for you guys to understand at home, there is no light switch on the wall. So typically how you get power to a light is from a light switch. So you would have to have power come down to a light switch on one side, and then on the other side of the light switch, the wire runs to the light. So right now, this switch is going to control those LEDs because I wired it that way. So the power comes down to this switch first, and then the switch leg runs up to the receptacle. And that's why when I throw the switch, the LEDs turn on and off. The difference here is that there is no light switch on the wall. So what we have is the constant hot is up there, and the light switch is also up there. So if you're a homeowner and you're trying to install an LED in your closet, an electrician is going to say, well, we need to install a light switch. Well, how much is that going to cost? It's going to be several $100s. They're going to have to run a junction box in the attic. They're going to extend wire down. They're going to have to install a switch, and then they're going to have to run wire back up the wall to go to your new light. This thing does all that for you. So this has the occupancy sensor built in it, the motion detector. So it's going to take the constant hot up there and automatically switch it when we open the door. Now we should talk about the rules of LEDs and a bunch of things. Basically, we're in a grandfathered situation here. We definitely can't have an open light fixture, and we can barely have a closed light fixture. So by code, we should be a minimum of 6 inches from the face of this shelf out before we get to the light. We're not going to make that today, but we're not installing this brand new, so we're not going to fail our inspection because there is no inspection. But be mindful that you should be placing your lights 12 inches typically, and then 6 inches for LEDs. All the way out here. Most electricians will install them up here in between the cripple studs. And that's where we ask you guys to put your lights, or way over here. This fails on new homes very often. So we've got this. We're going to tie the constant hot to this. A damn good deal here. A really good deal. Whoever designed this is pretty smart. So I just thought of something. What if this thing is battery? What if it doesn't wire up? What if it has battery? That would be terrible. We're gonna have to find out. I don't know. Better have wires. What's up, Chill Frost VR? What's going on? We're gonna be installing this live, and then I got my tripod here. We got a little tool haul here. Now I've been matching up all the DeWalt 12 volt. This is on sale right now on Amazon for like Lowe's. Lowe's has this for like $70 right now. And, or at least they did. We're also showcasing this. The guy made this. It's 3D printed from OCD Workshop. It's pretty cool. I don't have affiliates or anything. I'm just trying to help the dude push his products. Yeah, USA company. There you go. Okay. Let's open the door. Remove the shelf and then it meets code. Nope. Shelf, yes. The shelf would help it make code. It's for my kid. Okay, we picked up a bandsaw. We can close this door. We picked up a bandsaw, so we're gonna get this sucker open. How are we gonna do this? Like this. Gonna make sure my tripod is tight. had the M12 one for years when it was brushed. I never had any issues with it. I really hope this thing comes with a blade. This must be the blade. This is the blade. That's it in the box. 150 bucks right now at Lowe's. Usually 180. It's got the hook. What I did for my Milwaukee back in the day was drill a hole through one of these right here. And I took a mini strap and I used some 1/4-20s and made my own hook. That was back before tools ever even thought of having hooks on 12 volt. Now I saw a lot of play on this. Nope, not too bad. That has a lot of play, guys. Let's see if we can tighten that play up when we... No. No. God, dude, that is a lot of play. Somebody comment below how much play that is. That seems like... That seems like a lot. It's been a minute since I had a bandsaw in my shop. Is that too much? Well, are we going to have to return this thing? What's up, Evelyn? Learning with Juan's mom. What's going on? Brought the box and the wife will never know. You did not have it all the time. Huh. Angela's going to whip my butt for buying that? Maybe. Gonna need some for the blade install. Get the belt on. It should be fine. Tension may fix it. I hope so. Let's find out. Get you guys better in frame there. Where did the bandsaw box go? Where did it go? It was a cardboard box. Yo. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Now, I don't know how much tension this thing is under. Some bandsaw blades are really dangerous to open. The big ones are folded into an 8 like this. Like that. Because they're huge and they can do it. And then you just kind of open them and stand back, right? Okay, the teeth need to go this way. Because, yeah, this is turning this way. So the teeth need to cut the direction that the saw is turning. Let's try it out. I forgot to open up the action. You gotta open it up first. There we go. It's got a little brush there to clean it off, all the little metal shavings. That's nice. The first gen Milwaukee did not have that. Okay. Now, all the years that I had my Milwaukee bandsaw, I never had any issues with it at all. Zero. I never needed to buy another rubber roller. I never had to buy any bumpers. I never had any issues with the thing, ever. So, there's a good chance I have this blade on backwards. We're going to find out. I was trying to think about it in my head, but I was also doing a live, and I didn't feel like thinking about it. We just kind of did it. So we're going to find out if I did it right very quickly. Because the saw was upside down, there's a very good chance we put this blade on backwards. Of course, we need to lock it up. I think we put it on the correct way. Okay, now why are these useful? They're good for cutting rods. So what we do when no one's looking is we turn them upside down. and we run them like this with our channel locks, and we cut our all thread. Don't do that, but heck, that's what we do. So we're gonna do it. Ha ha! Here comes the bolt. Nice. Now, the important thing to remember is not to have your dick beaters. Sorry, Evelyn. Sorry. Forgive me. The important thing is to not have your fingers over the saw area. Oh, dude, it works great. So that is a 3/8 bolt. And then, of course, we can go over here with our finger channel locks. You just grab it as tight as you can, like this, until the whites come out of your fingernails, like this. Perfect, dude. And this is what I'm talking about, man. I got on a job site. I was trying to build a chandelier. I ended up having to use the customer's wooden blade 1970s jigsaw to make the cut. And it looked like a shark got it, okay? But we were okay. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. We were worried for nothing. But legitimately, man, that was a lot of wobble. I wonder if anything like really stupid we can cut. Okay, look, check this out. We can do this. So we could take this, because right now this is this one's on the outside, right? But what if we wanted one on the inside? We could make the cut so I could get rid of this 2x4. And that way the rail could stay on this cart, and then I can mount one of these on the inside and then just catch that bolt hole. We're not gonna do that, but something we could do. I had to add this 2x4 at the last minute to make it the same height as my pull-out block so I can support all this stuff. Because if you guys haven't seen this, we got like a fully, like everything just kind of pulls out. Even this one. So I'm pull out my saw, and then I can run my saw, put the saw back in. So we picked up a blade for that. That's an 8 1/4. I could not find one of these at Home Depot. Sometimes it has to prevent tension from, yeah, that's true. Is this blade out of the box with the tool? Yes. I'm happy to report that. Oh, this is what we really want to know, guys. How does it cut? How does it cut 350 KC mil copper? That's what us electricians really want to know, because that's where this thing comes in handy, okay? A lot of you don't need those fancy tools, man. All you need is like almost just this to be an industrial, even a heavy commercial electrician. Bandsaw does a lot of wonderful things. I need to find a knife. Do I have a knife? Not on this cart. Let me get a knife. Why is it so hard to find a knife right now? Let's go over here. Oh, that is very strange. Oh, okay. One behind me on the table. Okay, now to not make a mess is what we're going to do. We're going to take one strand of this copper. I'm gonna wrap it around here. Like this. There, this one strand of copper's responsibility is to keep all these other strands of copper together. See if we can pull it tighter without cutting it. There we go. Sometimes diagonals can be used to pull because they bite into the wire just as much as they can be used for cutting. So they're good for pulling staples, not cutting them. Okay, now we're gonna cut back here and all the strands aren't gonna fall off. Here we go. You guys can't really see. Let me get you. Here we go. I like that, dude. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. That's a whole thumb of copper right there. Perfect. More than a thumb. Cool. 12 to 14 TPI for copper. Whatever it came with, man. I don't know. Let's see, we still got 3 bars on this bad boy. It's a win, man. It's a win. It's got a hook. It cuts copper. It cuts bolts already. It's a massive win for $150. And it's actually going to keep you safer. There's going to be less recip accidents. You don't have to worry about a recip blade. The blade is always on it. It's got a nice lock for your finger. It's got a nice hook. As I smashed the camera. I like it. Oh, look, it's got blade tracking too. So we can adjust whether or not the blade is rolling, which is something that I usually do. I forgot to do that. We'll take a peek, see how the blade's tracking there. You can see how it's going backwards. Actually, it looks pretty darn good. Blade tracking looks fine, and we don't have any little rubber dust shrapnel flying off. So we know that the blade tracking is good. So out of the box, my saw was nice. And then, dude, I love that it has a hook, man. The hook is so good. So what can we expect the hook to kind of fall on or land on or hook on? Let's try. That's 1/2 inch EMT there. How wide are scissor lift rails? Do you guys remember? I don't remember. But I feel like they're about this wide. They might be wider. So I think it's going to hang on maybe a JLG scissor lift. I think that's a JLG scissor lift all day. Reamer on the wheel? No. No reamer on the wheel. This is just compact as it gets. You only need a reamer once you get up to rigid. So this can do rigid. This is my problem with most of the bandsaws out there nowadays, okay? Even the compact version, they're making too big. Because once you go past 1 1/4 inch, so 1 1/4 inch pipe is 1 3/8 inch, right? So let me get a tape measure here. I don't have nothing. I ain't got nothing. Let me see. Tape measure, tape measure. There we go. Okay, tape measure. Oh my goodness. Okay, once we go, so this should do 1 1 3/4 inch all day. That's 1 3/4 inch all day, right there. Move you guys over. Yeah, 1 3/4 inch, easy. Strut is 1 5/8 inch, fixed strut is. And 1/4-inch pipe will, 1.25-inch pipe will fit in here. Once we go above 1.25-inch pipe, we need something called a sidewinder. You need larger channel locks. You need a threader, possibly. You need a whole different set of tools once you get into that 1.5-inch territory, to where there's no point in having a large bandsaw for everything when you're going to be doing that the least amount. So if you're doing that, get you a big bandsaw, but you've already got a tripod and all that stuff set up. So it makes sense to me to keep these bandsaws as small and as compact as you can for 90% of what you guys are doing out there. There's no point in having a deep cut bandsaw that has a 2-inch capacity like the Milwaukee does, and you're not even gonna need it. It's more motor, it's more expensive, it's more weight, and it's more bulk for no reason. Yeah, don't tell Angela about this. What's up, Swope? My little shed dropped in price. Might be able to get the adjustment. Wow. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'll take my Lowe's card up there. Thank you, sir. All right. Yeah, dude, 150. It's a good deal. Perfect for an electrician. I'm kind of ashamed I didn't get one sooner. I did a couple of side jobs the other day. I didn't have one, and I was like, this is crazy, dude. How am I doing side jobs and not having a bandsaw on me? Good score, yeah. Cuts at EMT. I've got some, what do we have? We got some 3/4 up here. Yes, that is 3/4. Yep, that's 3/4. This is probably, without trying to exaggerate, I've ran easily more than 10,000 feet of EMT. I've ran 5,000 feet of rigid alone. We're talking tens of thousands of feet, a 3/4 EMT. Okay, this is basically everything that you're going to be doing. Might run some 1-inch, but most of the time you're running 3/4. It's usually what you're running. So when you drop it, you can see the EMT doesn't come anywhere next to your hand. So that's good. This is what I wanted to check. This is why we cut a sliver. I wanted to see what the sliver is going to do. We're going to cut a skinnier piece to see what it's going to do. We need even more of a sliver. That one fell off. That one fell off too. Let's try again. That one was pretty sliver-like. And I'm just holding this like this. So, I mean, I've got no support over there. That's just kind of floating. Let me try and support it. Let's see how close we can get. I just fall off. Yay, we did it. Okay. It's a pretty skinny piece, guys. So it doesn't actually fit. I'm gonna pull the trigger now. Let's see. They've made it so little slivers can't fit in there. Let's see. I'm gonna wedge it in there. I can't even. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Sorry. Doing it backwards. My bad. Turn the saw backwards. It won't even fit in there if I want it to, actually. No. It's pretty tight, so you get this big gap here, and that's where it kept getting caught. What other questions might we have for this thing? Yeah, I just gotta try and break it. Of course we gotta try and break it, dude. Are you kidding me? That's what this channel's about. We're not gonna buy it and tell you it's good. We gotta try to see if we can break it. You guys decide if it's good based on what you see. Now, I've got a couple of bad ideas in here. Let's see if we can find one. I want to see if I can cut some tool steel. See, that's tool steel. Do I like this screwdriver that much? Is the chat going to get upset if I cut tool steel? Can we sacrifice this for the greater good, chat? Are you going to cry? Cut a pipe wrench? I'm looking for one. That's exactly what I'm looking for. We are looking actively for... Oh, yes, sir. This is for trains. This is like a washer for the big old train bolts. Oh, of course, we got to get some confiscated ground rods from the contractors. Isn't that what you guys really want to know? You electricians, you want to know how good this thing can cut a ground rod? Look, psychopaths keep the hair and the fingernails and, teeth as trophies. Electrical inspectors, we keep our ground rods. Is that drawer full of Black & Decker? No. All right, here we go. Here comes a ground rod. 1/2 inch. Is that 1/2 inch or 5/8? That feels like a 1/2 inch. It could be a 5/8. It's a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch rod all day. Yeah. Now? Hang on. Oh, it's bigger than half. Might be a 5/8 rod. Why is the freaking lighting being stupid? That's a 5/8 rod. 5/8 rod. Someone said put it in a vise. We don't use no stinking vices on the job site. We cut our ground rods, 1, with the inspectors not looking, and 2, without a vise. I'm pushing hard. Cuts it pretty fast, you know. Let's try again. You hear it screaming, I'm pushing so hard. I see the piece of rod actually. This is good. Look, see the piece of rod right there? That's from the last cut. It didn't really seem to matter though. Let's yeah, it just sits right there. Nice. You count the mushroom head. Okay, yeah, we'll do a couple more EMT cuts, make some roller skates. Let's cut some more 350 KC mill copper. Hear that wire hit the floor. That's what we just cut, by the way, in case you didn't know. We cut a ground rod. We cut a 3/8 bolt earlier. Now let's cut a full chunk of a train washer. I can even curve it. Whew. I wonder how hot that is. Should we touch it? No, it's actually not even that hot. It's not even that hot. It's warm. Not hot. Where did the piece go? I have a piece to show you. I tried to bog it down too. I was trying different angles. That's actually really strong. I can bend it, but just barely. It's hot. This little piece is hot. This one had more surface area to dissipate the heat. What TPI blade is that? I don't know. It's mild steel, yeah. Let me see. Blade. It's blade. That's the TPI. It's probably a 14. Standard's 14. Oh, it could be a 12 actually. I like how it keeps all the dust, dude. It just collects it all and then I can dump it out later. You see that? If it's stamped on here, it's gone now. Okay, it's not on the inside of the blade. Let's check the outside. It's not on the outside either. We might have, I gotta say, it holds in the shavings really nice. We cut a lot of stuff. How much battery do we have? We're down, we just did probably 2 days of work with this bandsaw. It's perfect, dude. Battery's the lightest, most compact battery that you can buy. Look, if you go get the Milwaukee bandsaw and you're like, cool, Got the best bandsaw. Let me go cut some 3/4 EMT. Look how big your battery is just in comparison to the tool. We haven't even put it on the tool yet. Like, look how much bigger the batteries are. This is a light battery. And then if we go the other way and we get the absolute most compact M18 battery that we can buy, you can see it's not a big battery. You wouldn't want to run a bandsaw with this battery. You'd probably want an HO. But yeah, you can just see why I like compact bandsaws. They do everything you guys are thinking that you can't do. What's up, Teapot? Appreciate it, man. Measure an inch and count. Measure an inch and count? Okay. They want to know what the TPI is? We need a Sharpie. Maybe we don't need a Sharpie. I need to burn an inch to really know. Right there. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wait, where the hell am I counting? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's an 18 TPI. Or a 16 if you want to think that I can't count. Which I think I can't count too, so it's okay. It's a 16 or an 18. I think it's 18. From mark to mark is what I did. I counted the tooth on the mark and I counted to the last tooth and it was also on the mark. So I'm just gonna say it's an 18. He just keeps counting. Yeah, I went too far. I went too far. I was like, once I got to like 20, I was like, hang on a second. Okay, let's install this light. Let's see what this light has, because like I explained before, there's no way about it, man. I need a Sharpie. I gotta get a Sharpie. Okay. All right. So we have the hot coming in. Okay. Then you have a switch. And it goes to your light that looks like a butthole. Okay. Hot, switch, light. And the switch looks like this internally. Okay. And it goes to your light. What's going on, Russ? So what this does, when you go to a closet and you look inside your closet, you have a light above. Okay. And typically there's a switch down here. And when you turn on the switch, this light will turn on. Okay. The old school houses had pull chains. And there is no switch on the wall. So what happens is you're hot goes to your light, and inside of your light is the switch. Okay? So when a customer says, hey, can you make it so I can have a light switch? That's usually something very expensive. Hot switch butthole, yeah. So that's pretty expensive to have somebody do for you, right? I used to do for my customers, if this is a 3D closet now. Okay. What I would do, I would take the hot, I would install a cut-in box here, and I would put an occupancy sensor. Okay. And then the occupancy sensor would tell the light to turn on instead of having to add a switch in the wall. So it would look like this. If this was my ceiling, this is my ceiling, I would put a 4 square here. I would install an occupancy sensor, and then I would install the light for the customer. And then I'd run the hot to the occupancy sensor, and then the occupancy sensor would control the light. It would stop me from having to install a switch. The alternative here is to take the constant hot. We're going to put a junction box in the attic. We're going to drill through the top cap of the stud, and we're going to go down the wall. We're going to put a cut-in box in the wall, and then we're going to have to come back out and then go to our light. And this is where the switch gets installed. This is like $500 to $700 depending on who you call and what light you're installing in your closet for an electrician to do. I would charge customers $150 to install a $20 occupancy sensor and 20 minutes of my time. And if it took me more than 20 minutes, I was losing money. So the company I used to work for wanted about $350 an hour. And that's just the way it is. So if you have any of those companies come to your house and they're got the button-up shirts and stuff, bend over and make it easy for them, man. Just grab your ankles because it's fixing to happen. This light has an occupancy sensor built in. So we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is just install this light. It's genius. There you go. That's what we're doing. Let's see if it has wires or if it's a freaking plug-in. It has wires. You know, for half a second, I thought that this thing was going to be a battery, and I made a huge mistake live. But no, it has an occupancy sensor built in. And we can wire it up. So anytime you see a light like this, just figure that this twists. It's hard for you to see, but if I hold my finger still, you're going to see this go up. See that there? So that's where we're going to access the screws, put the trim plate back on. Now I'm smart and I'm really careful when I do my installs and stuff. I joke around on here just because I flat out don't care what people think. I know what I know, and I've got so much experience doing it. Sometimes I just enjoy what I'm doing. So I might present myself like I don't know what I'm doing, but I flat out don't care what you guys think ever in any of the videos. I got a hilarious video coming out where a spider was attacking me while I was trying to hang some curtains for my wife. Okay. We're going to leave this here so I can't break it. That's the plan. So it's going to stay here. That way we can't break it. Now it's safe. Let's go install the light. We need a couple of tools. We're going to need probably the compact Milwaukee. And I think I've got it. This is like my homeowner setup. So you got the professional setup and you got the homeowner setup. Homeowner electrician grade drill, stud finder, blue tape, level, anchors, shelf brackets. Okay, now that we got our driver, we're going to need some Wagos or wire nuts, and we're going to need some other tools. So let's go in here and see what we got. The Makita is right there, actually. It's right there. The Makita's right there. Ah, get it out of sight. I'm gonna move this bandsaw. That way my kids don't come in here and bump it, fall on their foot or something. I'm also gonna put this piece of pipe on the floor. And I'm gonna pick up all this little metal. That way my kids don't step on it. All right, good enough. We need to grab some Wagos. So we're going to use these here. Oh, we're going to use that. Now we just need a little pouch. And I know I told you guys this pouch was the greatest thing ever. And I know you guys have heard that the MP2X is the greatest thing ever. What the greatest thing ever is actually having storage for all your parts. So the MPX don't do it. Neither is this one. And then that Mellow Tough bag with the yellow rim that I told you guys about, it was so nice. My buddy wanted it, and I just gave it to him. I'm seeing him tomorrow. And he bought me something really cool. He bought me that Klein table that you pull out and it extends or whatever. You guys seen that Klein table? Is my phone on me? My phone's not on me. Anyway, he bought me that table. So I'm going to go get that from him. And meanwhile, we're going to use a different pouch. We're going to go with the Weehaw here. So we're not going to need a tape measure. We're not going to need a straight edge. Underrated, man. Get yourself a speed square or a straight edge if you're cutting strut on the job site. I feel like everyone at home is going to enjoy me using these the most. But somebody requested me to buy these and wanted me to try them out. I've already made the video. I just haven't edited it. And yeah, we're going to try these out too because they have cross hatching. They strip all the way up and they feel pretty nice. So we're going to go with these. We got to throw our Wagos in our front pouch. That's what that's for. We should probably grab some extra screws just in case we drop the other ones, because I intend on dropping the other ones. And then if these don't work out, we're going to have these on us just in case. We're going to need a multimeter. So we're going to grab that. We'll grab the Fluke here, and that's why this pouch is so much better than other ones, because you can fit things like this in here on the fly. Okay, we're going to have to get our mat back to get it on our hip. And I told myself I was going to put on a belt before I started this live. So you can guess what I'm not wearing right now. We're going to go with the hot stick here to know when we found the breaker. That's good enough. That's good enough. We're going to grab channel locks because you never know. We might need to fight something in the closet. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. Oh, the jewel's on my hip. That's why my pants are falling down. I was wondering. I was like, dude, I've worn these all day with no problems. I started live. Oh, I'm also going to be getting the Klein hard hat with the full brim, because it's going to be really dark. And I got to grab a step stool. So Klein hard hat. We painted this, painted it black. I said I would. We did it. I think it turned out pretty cool. Way better than orange. Oh, the other thing that we got to try live too, man, is these things. These things stop you from dropping things down your seat in your car. This is where the seatbelt goes. And if these work out, I might link them in a short or something. We need to try these out live to see how they go in right now, actually. I don't want to be wearing a hard hat outside my house. Not all my neighbors were in the field, so they might think that's weird. Also got a paper shredder. We can open that. That is a June bug. All right. Now how is this going to work? That's upside down. So this is this one here. I don't know if this is working or not. We're gonna find out. Oh, actually, you know what? That might be legit. Oh, damn, that actually might be legit. Let me get my hand out of the way. Oh, actually, that looks legit. Let's try this one. Seat is scooted far up. Let's put it back a little bit. Yes, guys, I live in my car. I'm an electrical inspector, so I've got all kinds of forms and paper from contractors all the time in here. I need two hands to get this one in here. There we go. This seat is so low. Why is the seat so low? I lowered my seat. It was probably me. We can't install this in here forever. There we go. Two hands is probably says in the instructions. Don't try to install this while you're holding your phone, showing everyone on YouTube. Damn, dude, it looks good, man. It looks good. It looks actually really good. The question is what happens when I slide the seat back and forth? Nothing, it just rides there. And you know what? It's kind of nice because this material here is soft, like where you can push into it like this, and it's not going to scratch the side of your car. Yeah, dude, I like to keep my cars pretty clean too, man. Do I have a light option on this? Oh, I do. Oh, why don't we just do that? Yeah, man, I keep my cars pretty clean too. The occasional dust, but it looks like I had some we were doing a poll, and my registration, which I leave up there, fell off. I was racing this cop. He stood no chance. We won, don't worry. Those are legit. Here's a piece of granite. If anybody wants it. It's a dog. It's a dog. No, I did not buy them on an infomercial. That's why I was nervous about getting them. I usually do a lot of research on Amazon before I buy anything, and I rarely ever trust anything. I saw some of O'Reilly's years ago, but dude, I have to eat in my car because that's what I do. You know, I'm an inspector. So, always dropping stuff in the abyss. What's the cop driving at you? Go. Okay. We need to do this. Are you going to help? Are you going to help? Are you going to help? Going to get your dog feet. I'm going to get your dog feet. That one. Need a ladder. This one. Let's go. Come on. Come on. It's a step stool. It's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. We have a button on our head. Yeah. Flatheads. I should have known. This is what you call the walk of shame. This is why this screwdriver here is so underrated, man. You get everything you need. Oh yeah, I'll be damned if I'm putting flatheads back. Hang on. Hang on. I'll do favors for a Makita guy before I put flatheads back in, bro. Hopefully these are long enough. You know what? You know what's going to happen? It's going to be a metal box, chat. That's what's going to happen. It's guaranteed to be a metal box. So we probably are going to need those. These. If it's a metal box, we'll need these. So be prepared. Schlotsky's is closed. What's open right now? You don't know? Whataburger. Whataburger, 3 chickens, the toast, and the gravy. Or Chick-fil-A. Or Cane's. Who get Cane's? I don't know if you guys can see. I don't want to be in the way. I feel like you guys can see. Got one screw. We're gonna find out if the box is metal or not, because it might explode. We're gonna pull this down. I can see the paint ring around it. Somebody painted right up against the light, so we're gonna do a little score like this to drop the light and get a little twist. Metal box, called it. Those are my constant hots. So what we can do, this one's energized, that's the neutral, that's the hot. Ground's hiding way up there, there's the ground. We are going to probably kill the power since the box is metal. No point working this thing hot. A couple of things we got to get. We got to put these in our pocket, I guess. We got to get our Klein ET450. Where is the ET450? I don't know. It's usually right there. Which means I might have put it away where it goes. I thought I was going to put something away where it goes. What the hell was I thinking? Wrong channel. All right. Angela was asking me what did I want? I forgot. Whataburger is open, others are closed. Yeah, Whataburger. Sorry. I forgot you were asking me questions. Okay. We got the wand, the Hitachi. We got that. And we got those. We're going to need another. We're going to need another alligator clamp, actually. We're going to need that one. Electricians never work live, yeah. Okay, let's get you in the tripod here. Hey, you guys want to see something absolutely hilarious that we should probably fix? I never put her fan back together. That's terrible. I forgot. We're going to remember that. Somebody remind me, because I'm going to forget. I promise you. Promise you we're going to forget again. All right, so we got the red in the red hole, the black in the black hole, and we're ready. Got our nipple clamps ready. Charged to 350. Okay. This is how I keep my toner, whatever this is, circuit tracer, from falling. I don't know why Klein couldn't provide us a hook. Trying to sell us a magnet, we need a hook, so I did that. Turn it on. All right. Trying to get you guys as much as we can see. So we're going to clamp to the hot here. It's not going to grab. We might need to do another strategy. Yeah, and we're going to have to hook this in the air. Right through that box hole. Like that. No. Is is why you need a hook. There we go. Now we're hooked forever. That's on. We got the red on. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp to the ground actually. But the box isn't grounded. So this is the mistake that everybody makes that I tell you guys all the time. Make sure you find a true ground. In this case, we're actually gonna have to hook to the neutral because I don't think the ground is actually gonna be having a source. So now we got hot and neutral. You can see that we are in energized state here because it's going to let us know, and we got 120, so we know we hooked up properly. Now we're going to turn this on. We're going to turn it all the way down to level 1, and we're going to roll this up until we get close to 99%. I'll hold it sideways here. We have nothing. Okay, we got 30, 46. Let's go one more bump. Level 2. Level, okay, whatever. 99. Let's go to level 3 just to make sure. This thing's acting very strange. 99. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're only at level 3. We're not level 6. So we're going to go find the breaker. It goes over here. There's our tools. There's a dog. Here's my terrible panel. It's not that breaker. It's not that breaker. Getting closer. Getting closer. Not on this side. Got the bath. Kitchen light. It better not be my studio because that's my internet. We'll know if it's the internet because we'll lose the stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not getting a very... It's not the bath, it's not the kitchen. Ooh, it seems to think it's the studio, guys. It can't be the studio because we'll lose internet. We'll have to work it hot. Let's go level 4. This is why you never go level 4. It thinks it's freaking everything. Let's go back to level 3. We got a... Really, the washer's in the way, so I can't get a good bead on it. Let's try this way. I'm gonna go right on the wire this time. Oh, that's okay. That looks pretty promising, actually. Let's try another wire. Let's go down to level 2. Let's try this wire. 99% level 2. 36. 57, 93, but this wire, 57. Yeah, so this is why you want to play with the levels and never be on a high level, level 7. I'm going to say it's the master bed right there. That's a good indicator. It turned off. Even ideal is that sensitive? Yeah. So the light to the master bedroom, if you can see it there. And we have this light off now. That's a good indicator. Look at my, we really need to close that up. What happened here? I should back up. What happened here? This thing magically started working when I started messing with it. So I think that it was a loose connection when somebody installed the ceiling fan. We were thinking that it was this box and we're gonna have to replace this box. But once I put on all the connections, it started working again. And I left it open to see if it would mess up again, because I didn't want to close it. But it's been working for quite some time now. I just forgot to close it. No more energized there. Put a multimeter on it. Didn't waste a trip. Do it now. What else are you doing? Explaining things, talking. Okay, let's go get the tools and the light. The light should be in there, I think. I wonder, can this Mad Pack fit in a pocket instead of a on a belt? I am curious to know. Fix the fan, don't forget. Yeah. I'm gonna forget. Make sure you remind me. Can this fit in one of these big oversized cargo pockets? It can. Look at that. That's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna put it on my hip though. And the hip, man, it's so nice, dude. The Mad Pack is seriously legit. Shout out to Matt for showing me that. Props to this live stream. Most won't. Great tool, but like my ideal, you have to work with it to understand your tools. Yes. Thank you. Some tools you gotta know how the tool works with the experience of the tool to know what to believe and what not to. I have to get a, I'm back in here because I got to get a little ground jumper for the ground because I got to attach the ground, man. I can't leave it. I wish I could just say, well, that's the way I found it, but that's not how I do work. So we're just going to grab a quick jumper. Okay. I got a little jumper here. We also got to check power before we get too busy. One good indicator is this hot stick. Excuse me. But I don't trust hot sticks. So hot stick, obviously it's dead, but we're going to put a multimeter on it. Always. Always use a multimeter. All right, so we should be testing this on a known live circuit, but what we're going to do, we're not going to do that. We're just going to check our leads to make sure they're actually plugged in. They beep together, which means the leads are plugged in correctly. Let's check some voltage. We're going to go on to AC, and it says AC right there. I wish this thing had clamp lead storage, but we're going to use this, that right there to hold my lead. We're checking. Uh, 0.10. We're good. The tower light, the Flex tower light is the best tower light that ever made for any tool company. The batteries are probably the best batteries ever made for any tool company. It's kind of pointless to take these screws off because usually I always cut and restrip my own wire, especially old wire like this. See, this was back in the day when they actually gave a crap and installed things correctly. I say that as I find a loose connection in this wire nut. It's probably okay. We'll let it ride. We'll let it ride. We're going to jumper this ground down with the Wago. Someone's going to have to tell me if you guys can see or not, because I don't know. Oh, that would be in the way, wouldn't it? Okay, that makes a really nice splice. Makes life really easy. Through the boots. Let me see here, Sarah. Thank you for letting me know. Daughter's going to kill me because I made her shoes messy. Okay, right there. Where'd the light go? I thought I put it up here. Got it right here. We're going to try these out. These things strip to 18 gauge. They are the K12065CRs. And somebody doing fire alarm specifically asked me about them. We're going to try them out. With yeah, so if these things weren't pre-tinned, they'd probably strip just fine. Let's give it a test here. Let's just cut the tinning off the solder right there. We're just going to cut it right off the neutral and then just go for a full strip. Oh yeah, like butter. Good for lights. Good for residential. Probably good for fire alarm. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a little U inside this ground here. And it's going to, one, hold my light fixture so I can not have to hold it the whole time. But also get cut right here. That way we can just line it up with the Wago. Just like that. So I got two grounds here already lined up. I'm not having to fight anything because I've made a little U in the ground. Just going to plug both of these in. Snap it down and push it up in there. Now the canopy of this offers a little bit of space, but for the most part we're going to get all these connections in this box. I'm going to cut the hot now. That strip's nice. These are pretty big, these ideals. These ideals are huge. There we go there. Let's cut this one. Now what this will do, this will prevent a light from being left on because it has an occupancy sensor. If you guys don't know, I have taken more than 1,000 kW off of my bill since around this same time last year. Just from adding occupancy sensors and some other things. So we did occupancy sensors and then I rewired that shop to where all of the receptacles are controlled by one switch. So I can turn them all on and off. Because I had a lot of LED lights plugged in. Just gonna shove this back up in there. And because I'm using the ground, I'm not pulling any connections out because the ground is carrying all the weight. So that's why we did the ground first, and that's why I tied this loop here. That way all of the weight is on the ground wire. Now we just gotta line this up with the screws here. And I can see these screws are up a little bit too far. There we go. There we go. Let's give it a test. I guess you guys come with me to turn it on to see if it explodes. What's up, your mom? We're about to throw the breaker. Your mom might see some sparks. Probably not, but you never know. We all make mistakes, right? Sometimes. Oh, we should get the, let's get the trim. We got to get the trim. Okay. Set that there. Did you fix the fan yet? Not yet. That's next. Oh, did you guys see it turn on? Ah, dang it. I missed it. I was trying to sneak up on it. I saw it automatically turn on. We're going to have to wait for it to turn back off. Are you kidding me? I wonder what the timer is. Okay. Because I'm an electrician, my daughter will have to understand she needs to pick that up herself. And if I mess up her shoes, she has to straighten those up herself too. You know what? I don't feel like waiting. We're going to go kill the breaker again. Or are we just going to stand here live and make you guys watch the light turn off? Ah, let's go find it. Let's go kill the breaker. I don't want to wait. I could fix the fan while I wait. Ha ha. That's a great idea. I was trying not to fix the fan live. The fan is low-key going to kick my ass, guys. Oh, it turned off. Okay, here we go. Nice. That's a success. So the alternative here, if you guys missed the beginning of the video, right? The alternative here is to install a cut-in box anywhere, run the constant hot to the cut-in box, install an actual occupancy sensor that costs about 20 bucks, and then run the switch leg of the occupancy sensor to your new light. This light for $7 has it all built in. They need to market these properly. These are awesome. I hate ceiling fans. They don't give me enough room to put this stuff in here. You just ruined hiding in that closet to go hide and seek. That's awesome. Personal DIY or not, he's passing knowledge to you, so I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, sir. Aquaman. Let's see here. What's up, Apache? We got tools with souls. We gotta learn with Juan, Jonathan, Sayer. The name, Soundwave, Kansas, Aquaman, Backwoods. What's going on? Just trying to scroll through the chat real quick, guys. Appreciate all the support, guys. All right, let's get the fan closed up. This one. Yeah, we gotta slide that stupid control box in there. It's not going to be fun. And actually, the fan might be dusty, so I don't want to touch it because it'll be dust everywhere. There we go. Okay. I feel like I can give you guys a better vantage point way up here. I'm not going to be able to see. So we're going to have to flip this camera around. Did we do this with a ladder last time? Or did I just stand on the bed? Like a barbarian. So what does that look like? Can you guys see when I do that? Oh, you can. Dude, this light's amazing. We used to have to use a flex in here. Yeah, it's a good light. Okay. It looks like it's just ready to push straight in there. Important that this lip right here, the high point, it slides in like that. Just got to get the grounds out of the way. Okay. And then we have to line up the non-existent screws, really? Where are the screws at? Oh, shoot. We don't have any screws. We don't have any screws. And those aren't just screws. Those are like stud screws. They have like a special lip on them to screw this thing in. So we're going to have to, I guess, go find a screw in the garage. Let's go see what we can find. It's a industrial fan. God. Ha. Oh, you know what? We got some screws from that light just now. We could try this one. Then we can use the bandsaw. We can use the bandsaw to make it the perfect length, if we have to. Let's try that. Let's try it. I'll put you guys back. Now, good luck knowing exactly which screw goes where. They are 6:30 seconds. These are 8:30 seconds. Yeah, that's not going to go. Womp womp. Okay, so we need, what is that, a device screw? Need smaller screws here. There's our dog. Here's a dog. I'll go get you. I'm going to get you. Couch. Good boy. Okay. Of course, we have already pillaged the screws from this. You could always just use the occasional self-tapper, you know, just make it happen. We're not going to rule out that option. Let's put it that way. Got a bunch of, okay, those are just things. That looks promising. That looks doable. The wrong screw for sure, but doable. I think we got some options here. Let's try these. We're going to need this now, I think. We're also going to need something else. We're going to need this. I don't see it. Is it here? I'm probably gonna need this. If all fails, JB Welds. If it works, it works as long as it's not a customer's house. Yeah, that's the epitome of buying a house from a tradesperson. Buy a house from an electrician, you are effed. Ever buy a house from an electrician, HVAC, plumber. Plumber's probably okay, honestly. Maybe. Does that work or not? No, that one doesn't work. That one pretends like it's interested in working, but then laughs at me when I get close. This one's the right thickness, but ultimately the wrong thread pitch. So that means it'll work. I think. Just stand on the bed. Where the hell's a hole? Arr. It's right there. Don't lose it. The hole is right there. Right there. The hell is sheetrock falling? I'm having trouble finding the hole, guys. That looks horrendous. This is why I like these screwdrivers. Right here. Ha! Proceeds not to work. Okay. Plan B. Nice. I don't know how we're gonna get that piece on. We might just have to chop that off with diagonals and pretend like it was never there. I think that's gonna be the that's how we're gonna fix that. We're just gonna have to cut this piece off with diagonals. It's not even really centered. I have to roll that more. Oh, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Why can't you just leave things alone? Oh, my need for perfection. There you go. We just got to finger tight like that. Yep. Yep. There it is again. Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. Don't think about it. Cool. The Wendigo I just saw now? Where'd you see a Wendigo? Oh, maybe it was me. I earned the bandsaw. Hell yeah. We unlocked the bandsaw. Next quest. Put my shoe back on. Appreciate it's there. I'm not picking up, guys. I'm only picking up my tools. All the other stuff is going to stay. Don't worry. Yeah, see, we left that piece of wire, so we're good. Turn that off. My cats are barking, yeah. My cats are very loud. Where'd the wand go, dude? Where'd the Hitachi go? Oh, right. That's that one. It's this one. I was like, well, I broke it. I was flipping the wrong light switch because I put the top switch for the plug here. And yeah, I thought it wasn't going to turn on. That'd have been hilarious. Dog must have seen that body snatcher. Yep. That's what he saw. Nice. We did two things good. Hey, go open up Kaylin's closet.
I can't.
Oh, she's in the car. Asleep. All right, what else did we get today? We picked up more drywall anchors. We got us another bit extension. I like this one because this one you slide down to get the bits on and off, and it doesn't get any thicker than it needs to be. And then I got little screws for a little shelf project. So now we got to do that blade. AC's on the garage. As Project Farm would say, very impressive. I appreciate that, Danny. Thanks, buddy. I gotta get my shoe on right. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Okay, we gotta get the how's your day going, Danny? Yeah, we cut a piece of that off with the bandsaw earlier. And then just like all electricians do, we cut the ground rod in half before the inspector got there. That way it was way easier to drive.
That looks so good, Vic.
Did you open it and the light turned on?
Yeah. Are you going to eat with us?
In a minute. All right, so this is what this was sitting on. And then it was going there. We're going to slide this out. I never know where to grab this thing. Oh, right there. There we go. That is a lot of dust. Is the vacuum down there? Of course it is? It's not. Where's my vacuum? Oh, there it is. Vacuum's over here. What's this one doing? Look, every time, man, I've never not been walking up to a flex battery and been able to just slide it off. You just push this here, and you can just barely push this tool here with one hand, and it's going to pop right off. Watch. You push this right here, and I'm doing it one-handed, of course. Look how easy that is. It's crazy. Never seen a power tool that does that. Probably because you can't, because you're squeezing this. But like even the DeWalt's, man, like they're just not. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to, you can hear it clunk. And then even fully down, like, you know what I mean? Like you just can't. I can't do the DeWalt. Watch the flex again. The flex is so good. Watch, it just pops right on. Push that down. Index finger off, and it just slides right off. So good, man. So good. Even the vacuum like just slides off. that over. Never done this before on this saw. It's definitely unplugged. We want to make sure though. I'm pretty certain it's unplugged. I didn't see the cord. Yeah, it's unplugged. We're backing that out too. Matter of fact, I've got a stupid question. What is that? Is that like to collect the dust so it just falls down in there? It's almost like a canvas. Does it have dust collection? No? That's cool. I didn't know that about this saw. Now, I don't know if I have the wrenches to do it, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I bought this saw used. Oh, look, there's a wrench. Nice, man. Did we get any free spiders? Bought this saw for 180. I need the tripod now. Hey, you okay?
Say again?
You want to hold this camera for me?
How long are you gonna be?
Eat without me. No.
I wanted to
Okay. Let's say hi. I'm feeling lightheaded right now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
My bangs are all choppy.
Your bangs are all choppy.
Yeah.
To chop them more carefully. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Go eat. Hang on, she's gonna hold the camera. I think she'd
have to
rather
at
have
least-
dinner with the kids.
Well, it's mostly get them started even, but we wanted to spend some time with you. The kids haven't had much time with you.
I guess.
When you sleep till 1.
I never feel good. I only feel good in the garage and away from you guys. You guys wear contaminated clothes and I can't breathe.
I think you tell yourself that to make
And-
you feel better. of
And
why
you
spend time
scare
with
me.
us.
Here, hold this.
I have to get the food started for the girls at least.
Are you gonna start it? We should have to,
Keely had a really good idea of something to make Crystal,
mm-hmm.
so she's doing that now. But I hope we have enough time.
Okay, it's, lefty loosey, righty tighty, so this should go down.
Miguel says she wants to spoil you, go be with them.
There you go.
Hi, Becca. Miguel says she's screaming for you. Only in bed.
Whoa,
Put the hard hat on her, Apache says.
that's a good idea.
Hey, Denny. Hey, Juan. Denny, yes. I'd rather have dinner with the kids, but it would be nice for Tactics to be there too.
What is this piece? This piece is poop. What is this piece doing?
Miguel says his poor family has been waiting for him to fix that fan for 6 years. He's never going to eat.
Uh-huh. I think we need to raise his blade up. Oh, I didn't even have to stick my fingers in there. Whatever. I'm not used to nice things, guys. Not like this. I usually...
Matt wants to know if you're trying to cut something.
No, I was just trying to change the blade and look at the, So this was the stock blade that came with it. I can see now that it has carbide, but these areas right here, there's like no teeth to it. It's just metal. It's not a very good blade. This is the blade that came with this saw. And that's how much this dude used this saw. And I got it for 180 bucks. The only thing that it did not come with was a miter gauge, but I think I can make my own out of some wood and CA glue.
Ash just wants to know, what's your take on American manufacturer moving out?
I think it's kind of on its way in. I think the GE is going to start making their washing machines here, and that's really exciting. I hope they're not moving out. You know, if you can get it cheaper, people are going to get it cheaper. But ultimately, you know, the more the jobs that are here, the better off we are, the more stable we are as a country when we have, you know, we're not relying on somebody else. You take, for example, whenever 2020 hit and all the breakers were being manufactured in Mexico for arc fault breakers, and we couldn't get any for, like, you know, a long time.
For a used blade. Did you hear me?
She's coming, Kaylin. Hang on. Yes. 180 for a used blade.
Oh, it's difficult for you. Can you ask if she can help you? She can't stop for a second.
We didn't even need a chisel, guys. It pops right out.
Go tell Mom.
I'm so used to using.
Told to help you.
I'm so used to opening other brands that usually they're like hard plastic melted all the way around. Yeah, every tooth on this is sharp.
Miguel's really sweet. He says, in all seriousness, man's mental health matters. Or men's mental health matters. You matter, your family matters, your happy place matters, but at times you are someone's happy place. Go be with your family, brother.
I appreciate it, man. We will. I just don't want to not work on this saw while the air conditioner's on in my garage. There we go.
Yeah, I have to remind him that we do things to make memories for the girls, not necessarily for his enjoyment. Learning with Lon says Angela called Turner for us. Who's Turner?
I don't know what Juan's been on lately. I don't know who.
It says Turner took a Turner. And then Turner went to Canada at one point.
Oh. Turner's Sayer. Is he? I think. I don't know. Shouldn't be using people's names. Hey, we're about to come in if she can just hold off for a second. All right.
Turner is Sayer.
Yeah. Okay. So, blade's going this way, pushing wood this way. Yeah. We got to cut one thing. We can't just do this and not cut something.
He gave you money.
I know, Danny's so generous.
Oh, thank you. Maybe I will be in there as soon as I can, but there's nothing I can do from in the garage.
Let me
You
plug
can
this
just
in
stop.
here.
Did you point it at the box at the bottom?
Hey, she's not listening to you.
Yes, you have to point it at the TV.
Okay. 2x4. 2x4.
Can
Sure.
I call you Ryobi?
Hey, don't stand in front of this blade because it's be spinning this way. Just move over so I can turn this on.
Can I call you Ryobi instead of Robert?
Maybe. Just stay right there. It's the first time I've ever turned this saw on, so I'm gonna be over here.
Cutting the stream might help with the family, Denny says.
Let's lock this. How do we lock it?
Oh, he wants vengeance, he says. That's why he's asking me to call you Riley. My chest hurts right over here.
Probably something bad over there. Oh. You got Clorox wipes behind you? Oh, there we go. Okay. I couldn't find it. I found the lever. The lever was right there the whole time, guys.
That's why he said underneath.
Who said underneath?
Kansas.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Artem says hi.
Hang on. I've never turned this on before, so we're just gonna. Ready? It's pretty dusty. It's nice though. That's good.
You know, so just portion of your job. Juan says that he ate a piece of garlic today. It's a repellent of parasites. And he says it's an energy boost. He's going to keep trying and update.
Oh, nice. Useful. Okay.
Parasites in metal and the body is what makes you so tired and unfocused anymore, but I'm just writing what I know.
Yeah, you guys know that my cadmium level in my blood or body or hair or whatever is 4,700,000, and the test went to 32,000 to 118,000, and I have 4,700,000. Just
Just a little over.
fun fact, guys. My numbers didn't even fit in their box. I got this whole box for $20. It's siliconized acrylic. It's for outdoors.
You needed a lot of caulk today?
Yeah, I needed some caulk. Probably, definitely can't paint it, so don't even try. It's just, oh shoot, it says paintable. Hey, it's paintable.
Look at that.
It's probably not as paintable as others, but if it's siliconized and acrylic, it's for outdoor, and $20 is $20, man. I'm not a Makita guy very often, but $20 is $20.
Yeah, Juan, we were told of a bunch of different supplements for him to take by one of our good friends who's a nurse, and we got everything together for him today, and it was like a handful of supplements. It was a huge amount. Because each bottle needed between 2 or 3. There's only a couple that you'd take one. Oh, LSLV3 wants to say no zombies tonight.
Maybe later. Did you see my rod?
I see a rod every night.
But you usually watch it get bigger. It just got shorter.
Kansas says that sliding cabinet's still working good tactics.
Yeah, dude, really good. And then I added, yeah, so, still really good. You just saw it.
I saw it. You saw it.
You saw it. Oh yeah, yeah, you just saw it.
Miguel says I like your shelf storage. Denny says I need some caulk, and $20 is $20. Where's Souls when you need them?
Oh, that's all at Lowe's, by the way. So you got to go to Lowe's for those deals. This was supposed to be $16, and it rang up for like 10, I think. And I use that for the backdrops and all that stuff. And then I got more wood. These are $10 each now. Regularly 20 or something. I don't know. This wood is on sale. And that's what this whole backdrop is here. So I think that's pretty good. Hey, in the chat, if I wanted to soak black shirts in this 12% hydrogen peroxide, what is going to happen if I was to put this in a 5-gallon bucket and leave shirts to soak in here?
Does it say anything about color safe?
Haven't read it yet. Haven't read it yet. And then
They're telling you go eat.
go eat. And then what about OxyClean? Somebody message me and tell me. I got my community post.
Kansas says they will turn brownish pink.
Oh,
Even white.
thank you, Kansas. Good to know. I guess OxyClean it is.
Jenny says, did you see the Weehaw 7-piece 2-inch fit set is $277?
No? Send me that email.
Kansas says probably like chlorine. It will react the same way.
Okay.
They're saying food.
Food.
Juan says, does Tactics take Baja salt or Celtic salt?
Yes.
We do Celtic salt, especially when we feel dehydrated.
Oh yeah, if we're outside, well, instead of, because Gatorade has the saline in there. Not saline, what the hell?
Salt.
Sodium. The sodium in there for your hydration.
But
And
it's probably the crap salt.
yeah, the Celtic or the Celtic salt is really good. We'll just do that with water.
He says Tactics new channel is Tits and Tools.
Tits and tools.
Tits.
Tactics. Nice.
The TITS at the end is capitalized. So it's
Perfect.
stressed.
Should okay, never mind. I was gonna say,
Denny
should we
says-
pull out the umbrella?
No.
It's too big.
Denny says, Angela, tell him the 1-inch is more popular and probably will stay above $3.
Okay. Appreciate it. You like when I just slide my wood right in? Or do you like when I just kind of
That's what it normally is like. Tools between tactics. It says you're talking about electrolytes tactics? Yes, the salt is, it
Yeah.
acts like an electrolyte.
yeah, salt's basically electrolytes.
Apache says, one, he has mycotoxin issues, not anything that can be dyed with garlic, salt, heavy cream, or fettuccine. But actually, the salt and the garlic are things that we've been told to do. So,
Yeah.
Kansas says heavy cream fixes all problems, Joshua.
Heavy cream. If you're a Makita guy, heavy cream is what you long for. Hey guys, we gotta get out of here. How many people are in the chat right now?
32
Nice.
with 27 thumbs up.
Appreciate all the support, guys. Big shout out to Denny. Thank you. Yeah, we'll have to find more things to do. I've got a video. I got a video with the curtain that I might release. Hanging the curtain?
Is that what you're gonna call it?
It's not hanging the meat curtain. It's just a regular curtain. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys later.
Crazy.
You're crazy.